Good morning, class 10th. As we are discussing first chapter of civics, that is power sharing. And in this chapter, we read about the story of Belgium and Sri Lanka, and we read about why power sharing is necessary. Now, our today's topic is forms of power sharing. There are four forms of power sharing. First, horizontal division of power sharing. Second, vertical division of power sharing. Third, power sharing among the social groups. And fourth, power sharing among the political parties, pressure group and movement group. Students, these four kinds of power sharing have the different parts. Today we are going to discuss about the first kind of power sharing, that is horizontal division of power sharing. Now we adopted the idea of Montesquieu's book Spirit of Law, in which power must be divided among the organs of the government. Now there are three organs of the government, just you have a look: legislature, executive and judiciary. First, executive. Union executive. What is union executive? Executive at the state level, central level, known as union executive. According to Article 52 to 78 mentioned in Part 5th of the Constitution, this chapter these articles define the union executive: president, prime minister and ministries. With the article number 74(1), it mentioned the president, and with the article number 74 and 75, Union Council of the Minister. These are the group of executives: president, prime minister, council of ministers. Then state executive, article number 153 to 167, part 6 of the Constitution define about the state executive. It is divided into the parts: state executive. State consists two layers: one, that governor, and second, CM, and the ministry also. So in executive at the central level, president, prime minister and council of ministers. At the state level, governor, chief minister and the council of ministers. So this is the first part. Second part, legislature. Legislature, where three tiers of the legislature are there. First, parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, popularly known as House of Commons. Rajya Sabha, popularly known as Upper House. Time limit for Lok Sabha, 5 years. Members, maximum members 552 till 2020. Now after 21 it is increased, yet not increased. Then Rajya Sabha 250 members, time limit 6 years. 12 members nominated, 238 elected. These 12 persons belong to art, craft, cinema, music, dance, sports, science, fiction, poetry, nominated by the President of India. So the second part in legislature, it is divided into three steps. At the central level, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha; at the state level, Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad; at the local level, Gram Panchayat, Municipality Board. Then thing, that is judiciary. Judiciary also divided into three parts. First, district level court. Second, state level court, which is known as High Court, and national level court, that is known as Supreme Court. So three layers to each thing. And now the policy of check and balance. We adopted the idea of Montesquieu's book Spirit of Law, where we divided these organs, and the reason of dividing the power was that check and balance theory. If single, for example, executive want to do whatever they want, now legislature and judiciary object. Judiciary want to do as they want, executive and legislature object. So any organ of the horizontal distribution of power sharing cannot do whatever he want. For example, judiciary introduce and guide them. During the midday meal program, it was introduced in Tamil Nadu. Later on, it was introduced in each and every part of the country. So interrupt whatever in the favor of common people, they have to follow that one. I think that horizontal power distribution, that meaning of horizontal power distribution among the organs of the government, there are three organs: executive, legislature and judiciary. I hope you understand. Thank you. As we discussed, horizontal division of power sharing, where the power shared among the organs of the government, executive, legislature and judiciary. Executive means President, Prime Minister, Council of Minister, Governor, CM, Council of Minister, and the other parts, that is judiciary, legislature and judiciary. Legislature also the law-making body, and judiciary that maintaining the law and peace among the citizen of India. So dividation on the basis of the organ is known as horizontal power sharing. Now today we discuss vertical division of powers. There are three kind of government: central, it is divided into two parts, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, House of Commons, lower house, popularly elected these people known as Member of Parliament, 552 members till 2020. Time limit 5 years or unpredictable. Why it is unpredictable? Because if the government failed to prove the majority against no confidence motion, they all have to resign from the post. So it is unpredictable. During the time of mid-election, re-election, here Lok Sabha, they were not having any permanent time period till either they were in majority or 5 years. Now in Rajya Sabha, the time limit is 6 years. Number of member 252, 238 elected, 12 nominated by the President of India. These 12 people belongs to art, science, music, dance, film, poetry, or the people sports. Those who are having great achievement. You are having the example of Sachin Tendulkar, Rekha. These all are the example of nominated by the President of India. So the first division is central division. Central division subdivided in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Now state. state level, it is also divided into two parts, Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad, according to population, it is decided. For example, in Rajasthan, we are having 200 seats, and these people popularly known as MLA, Member of Legislative Assembly. About this, you studied in your 7th class book. So, central level Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, state level Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. Now local level of the government. Although Panchayati Raj Adhiniyam 73rd amendment introduced in the Constitution of India in 1992-93, that we are going to introduce a new tier of government, that is local government, Panchayati Raj Adhiniyam, and with the success of this 74th amendment introduced Nagar Raj Adhiniyam in 1993. Students, local government, although local government procedure is not new, it was from the generations that if we studied about Pur, Sabha, Samiti in our history book of 6th class, where we can find out that local government doing their work at the ancient time, medieval time and the modern time also. For the self-governance, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru introduced Panchayati Raj in Nagaur in 1959. Although it was not legalized, it was only an experiment in Nagaur. But after 73rd amendment, we introduced a new tier, that is local government Panchayati Raj Adhiniyam, 1/3 seats reserved for ST, SC, OBC, females, and more participation of the people of local level. That is more important in vertical division of power. Now that is also this kind of model, that at the top level, central level, at this one state, and at this one local. CSL at the central level, state level and local level. Minimum people at the top, and now it reached beyond the roots. Why it was so? Because it was merely impossible that in a local government it should be handled by the state government and the problems handled by the central government. So removing the problems at the lowest part, at the beginning part, we required local level government, and that's why we introduced 3rd tier of government. Thank you.